In order to use the affordable and durable hydraulic coins, this simple small workshop in Pakistan preparing to use raw steel for stamping and forging. Although their processing equipment is relatively simple, the finished products are deeply loved by the Pakistani people. This is a small manufacturing workshop in Peshawar. The raw steel that has been cut into sections and piled up is the main source of their production and manufacturing. In order to forge these raw steels with qualified weight, they must first be thrown into their heating furnace. The burning of heavy oil makes the raw steel heat up quickly. Red heating and softening can reduce the hardness and facilitate their air hammers for forging and shaping. At this time, after half an hour of high temperature heating, these have been. Considering the need for subsequent die stamping, the air hammer will break out the basic prototype. The cross section cannot cover the die. Under the strong downward pressure of the stamping, the shaping of the root round steel is also very fast. Then the scraps on the edge of the fur piece are removed. The first part is the prototype of the tractor hydraulic wall because the various surface data do not meet the standards. Therefore, a more precise secondary stamping of the mold is required. The hydraulic wall after the first shaping can meet the standards of subsequent fine processing. When both ends need to be fixed, Fu also needs to use a drill bit with a number to drill holes. With the assistance of cutting fluid, the whole process is also progressing very smoothly. Such a hole diameter does not meet the practical requirements. Fu also needs to use a large drill bit to expand the hole. There is a continuous increase in the drill bit number to avoid unnecessary drilling when lifting the drill. The important thing is to control the accuracy of the drilling. After the hole diameter of this end is qualified, the surface of the pressurized part is very rough. It does not affect the subsequent fitting use. The edge of the position must be cut flat and smooth to increase the gloss of the surface and make the whole position meet the requirements of use. Considering that the internal teeth are required for occlusal fixation, the newly drilled hole position must be stamped with special teeth. Each leaf pressure wall can maintain the same tooth tool. The pressure effect is also very good. The other side needs to install a homogeneous bushing to ensure that it is embedded in the interior. It must be punched. Under the premise that the bushing needs to be embedded and not fall off, the depth of the hole is so that the other side can form a supporting step. If the bushing can also be clamped on the side of the hole, the edge must be cut with a curved groove. The overall thickness of the hole edge becomes thinner. This will not affect the embedding of the bushing. The thinned edge can also be shaped and pressed. As long as the mine does not slip, there are always more solutions than difficulties. When the hole diameter reaches the standard for use, the wear-resistant homogeneous bushing can be embedded inside. The edge of the grinding has no effect at all. Obviously, the bushing will fall off at this time. The entrance is limited. The shaping mold at the bottom of the hydraulic press can squeeze the edge toward the axis. In this way, the work of the bushing is successfully completed. Considering that accessories need to be installed on the hydraulic wall, all the remaining marking points must be open. Only in this way can the subsequent finished products pass their quality inspection. Generally, parts are fixed mainly with bolts. The parts must be pressed with the help of a tear cone to ensure that the bolts can be easily screwed into the interior. After all the data are processed and qualified, how to use Avermetal forged tractor hydraulic wall. What do you think of the skills of the Pakistani masters?